Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. DUC'ATTITUDE here. Hope you're doing fantastic. So today we are going back to Ducati Sanford, and we're going to be going on a first ride on the Ducati Desert X. So I don't know that bike at all. I'm not very familiar with that category of bike. So we're going to figure out what it's all about together. I'm taking you with me, but first, let's get some coffee. Cheers. Let's go. All right, guys, here we are, Ducati Sanford, back again, this time with Cody. So nice to meet you, man. How are you doing today? Good?
Fantastic.
Thanks for having me again. So today we're gonna be test riding the Ducati Desert X. So again, let's take a few moments just to go over a few basics. So Cody, if you don't mind, just tell us about, some basic specs to start with.
Of course. So this bike is incredible. You have the 937cc, 110 horsepower, 68 pound-feet of torque. That's just all in the engine. Outside of that, you have the Brembos front and back brakes. You got KYB suspension front and rear. You also have 230 millimeters of travel in the front suspension. All the goodies you can want, really. You got a Ducati steering dampener.
Steering damper on it?
Yeah, of course. And really, man, you're ready to go off-road. You got a 21-inch front tire, 18-inch rear tire.
Again, that make it easier to go over obstacles if you're going off-road like that kind of stuff.
And that's what it's built for. It's built to go a little wild, have a little fun. And it's got everything you need for it.
I can tell. Other thing is, as far I look as the design and the color themes. So I know it comes in two different color theme, right?
Correct. So this is kind of the optional color. The standard, they have the ivory white color.
Gotcha.
More of a classic kind of vintage look. I like it a lot. They also have this R22 livery. It's beautiful. Kind of like an Audi e-tron color is what they should.
That's where they got the inspiration from, right?
Yep.
The Audi. Okay.
Absolutely.
Got you. All right. So what would you say this bike is for? What kind of person we're looking for that type of bike, and what category of bike technically is actually?
I mean, honestly, it's an all-around kind of adventure bike, really. So a lot of people have a multi-strada. That's like king of the highway. If you're ever on the pavement, that is the way to go. If you want to have a little bit of a lighter bike, have a little bit more fun, the Desert X is kind of calling your name, I would say. So if you want to hit a trail, maybe even do a little thing more intensive, go up a mountain, down a mountain, you can kind of anything you possibly would want, honestly. You got cruise control still, so if you want to go place to place, distance shouldn't be a problem, but have a little fun, go off-road.
Got you. Did you test ride it yourself?
I have had a chance to ride it, and as someone who's not the tallest, it still is super comfortable. You sit a lot more in it than you would think you would.
Gotcha.
It's not as tall, and it's super fun. All the riding modes, if you're not really used to a bike of this size, of this caliber, you can put it into urban mode. You only get 70 horsepower as opposed to all 110.
Okay, so very reasonable. Yeah, I think that's pretty much as far as introducing the bike. Cody, I appreciate your time, man. I think I'm going to jump on it and go for a test ride and give you my feedback.
Of course.
See you soon.
Thank you,
man. Hi guys, here we are outside with Ducati Desert X, ready to take this for a first ride. So never rode that before, never rode that type of bike, never been really an off-road type of guy, but I really like the design, really like the shape of it. We'll see how it rides. So without further ado, let's get on it. So slightly higher than the the monster. Let me start this quick. All right guys, so yeah, I'm not flat footing on both sides, so seat height slightly higher than other regular bikes, but not too bad. Again, I'm 6'1", I think I got 32 inseam, so touching on both sides, but on my toes. Seat is very comfortable, very wide. Alright, let's get to it. I forgot to ask Cody if there's a shifter up and down on this one. Not sure, but we are sitting very high, so super straight, and I can tell, like, you know, when you're sitting on a truck or you're sitting on a higher vehicle, you have, oh yeah, you're definitely gonna have a better view even with a vehicle in front of you, so give you a better vision of your surroundings, and you could see what's happening even in the car in front of you. So that's a pretty cool feature. As usual, let's start with, I would say, the design. It's very unique design. Oh, it turns super easy too. So yeah, very unique design. I was telling Cody, it reminds me of the Yamaha Tenere. It's one of the bikes they use for the Dakar race in the desert, and a very similar double optic headlight in the front. Alright, so like I say, position, I'm super upright, very straight. My arms are slightly bent, so comfortable position. There's no stress on my wrist, no stress on my shoulder. We have the screen up here, and I can tell there's no wind here, no wind here. The wind starts here, so it deflects above my head, slightly on the side, so I feel pretty well protected right behind it. No wind, no wind, no wind. The wind really starts here, so it really only affects the top of my head and my shoulder. My chest is covered and protected. So let's see. Yeah, we do have a quick shifter, up and down, very smooth as well. I mean, they did a great job with that quick shifter. We're gonna stop at the red light because we are a law-abiding rider, right? That's what DUC'ATTITUDE is about. So position, super comfortable. My legs are 90 degrees. The peg are low enough that, you know, you're sitting almost like on a chair, a very comfortable chair. Shape of the tank, it's funny how they are offset the gas tank. And if we stand on the bike, because that's what that bike is meant to be, right? We definitely have a better vision of what's happening. Again, control, everything is easy and reachable. Same quality of buttons and control that we had on other bikes, so no surprise here. It turns easily, very easily. So like Cody mentioned, we have a 21-inch in the front, 18-inch wheel in the back, which is more suitable when you go off-road, to be able to go over obstacles. But it doesn't affect the way it rides on the road. Still pretty nimble, easy to handle. Doesn't take a lot to make it turn. As far as the dashboard, it's a 5-inch TFT color display. I like the fact that they put it vertical, and you can really see all the information at once. Funny enough, on this particular model, there is 6 different riding modes. We got the urban, we got the touring, we got sport, we got wet, and they added two more specific to that bike, which is the enduro mode and the rally. And this will allow you to again adjust the riding style based on where you're taking the bike, or again what your skills are. The seat feels great. It's soft enough but not too much that you sink into it. And yeah, actually you're not sitting on the top of the bike, you're sitting in the bike. You're not, you know, completely crushed against the tank because of the shape of the tank. It's not too pronounced here in front of you, so you're not gonna be hurting yourself. Still have a good position for your knee. You can really, you know, squeeze the tank between your leg and have a better feel for the bike. So I could tell this is heavier than the Monster Plus, but still you barely, the weight just disappear as you ride. I really love this higher position when, you know, I can see, you know, 2-3 cars in front of the car I'm following, so it allows you to anticipate if there's any braking happening, or if anything is crossing the road in front of that car. You can really anticipate what's happening, and I like that. On a safety standpoint, I think it's great to have a higher vision point. You feel safer because you could see what's happening instead of being stuck behind the car and not having any clue of what's happening in front of them. Oh yes, it handles very well in the low RPM, but it lives beyond, maybe I would say 5,000 to 6,000 RPM. That's where it comes to life. Fourth gear, 3,000 RPM, nothing is shaking, nothing is rumbling, and I have the power right here if I want to. So when I say Ducati came a long way with that, you could not do that with original Ducati. Ah, that is so cool to be standing like that. Never really experienced riding standing on the peg. It feels like you're floating in the air. You can't see the bike underneath you, and it gives you a different perspective for sure, and allows you to absorb, you know, the obstacle than the bump in the road. Oh, I love that. Alright, but we're in the city right now, so let's head back. I like the fact that the handlebar is very wide. It gives you very, very good control over the bike, and the steering damper really helps stabilize the handlebar. Not much in the city riding like this, but if you're gonna go off-road, you're gonna have a very challenging terrain. The steering damper is gonna help you, you know, keep the bar in check. Alright guys, the Ducati Desert X. I think it's a beautiful machine. I think the design of the screen with the double optic right there, very sweet, very nice. It looks very futuristic. The color theme, the livery, like Cody mentioned, it's inspired by by Audi. I think it suits that bike very well. I like the two tones on the passenger seat. This one very comfortable as well. You got the little handle here for your passenger. Not sure if you want to really have a passenger when you do off-road, but when it's time to do, you know, city riding, you're definitely gonna have a nice room for your passenger here. I think it's gonna be pretty comfortable, and like I said, they have that bar to hang on to. I love the protection that they put in front of the clutch and the brakes. I love the grip on the handle. Again, very nice equipment, very nice material. It's a lovely bike. Very different style than what I used to, but I could see myself, you know, give it a shot to go off-road. I like the wider peg, give you a nice platform to stand on when you need to. And like I said, let's do a quick sound check. Oh, there's a little pop. Very nice, very nice. I was not expecting that from that exhaust, a stock exhaust, but it sounds nice. It looks good. It rides good. It makes you feel good. It's all good. Alright guys, let's go try to take some decent shot of the bike, hopefully in a more natural environment or something that suits better that bike. And those tires have good grip on the asphalt. Obviously they're designed to be in the sand, in the dirt, and you might think that, you know, on a flat surface like this might not have the best grip, but they do. Alright guys, Desert X, it's more in its element here, in nature, in the woods, or on the sand, on the dirt. It's definitely built for that, made for that. Oh look, we have beautiful peacocks. Hey guys. Road, off-road. Alright guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Hope you have a good feel for that bike, but again, nothing compared to test riding the bike yourself. So I strongly recommend that you go to your local dealership, get on a test ride yourself. I think the fact that you can go off-road with that bike, it definitely adds to the fun factor, right? Because you can really enjoy it on a daily rider and then decide, you know, after a day of work or over the weekend, find some trail somewhere where you can go off-road, or, you know, go on the sand, go on the dirt. Definitely try to get away from the city and the asphalt and be closer from nature, and this is the bike to do that. off-road and adventure bike. Again, you have all the comfort that you need. You have the right suspension, the right wheel, the right clearance to go off-road and to be on those more challenging roads or terrain. So give it a try. Even if you're just curious about it, you've never been on that type of bike before, just give it a try. You'll see. So if you're interested in that Desert X, feel free to contact Dave, Cody, or Zion at Ducati Sanford, and it would be their pleasure to give you more information about it, and yeah, just have a conversation, discussion, talk about it, and go for a test ride. See by yourself. I can only do so much through those videos, just give you my my opinion, my feeling, my feedback, but we're all different, we all like different things. I'm just trying to convey some good information to you guys to help your decision making. After that, you have to make your own opinion, so just go sit on one and go for a test ride. Alright, I'll see you back at the dealership. Alright, here you go, guys, the Ducati Desert X. Cool design, cool equipment, cool features, very comfortable, very manageable power. Like I said, if you enjoy the outdoors, enjoy being off-road, that's the kind of toy you wanna try. Do yourself a favor, go try it on your own, give it a try, and you'll see by yourself. But it's a nice bike, very enjoyable. Really like the position on it, and you feel safe overall. You feel really safe with that higher vision, or that elevation that the bike is giving you. You have better vision overall and over the traffic. So I really enjoy that a lot. So alright, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.